I wanted to invite you this Emery episode and this mercy moment to pull up a chair with me to our kitchen table and to have a real conversation about parenthood, about the real struggles that transpire, the things that are exposed, the things that are revealed through the experience. And I don't know about you, but it has been that. It has been revealing. It has been sobering and some days overwhelming. And I believe parenthood that's not just my experience. I believe that's an experience that many of us experience. And I wanted to open up some honest dialogue with a heart to normalize the struggle and to share my my defeats, my victories, whatever you want to call it, my failings, but also how I get back up. And today it's been a difficult journey. It's Sunday, and everything within me longs to be with people, getting to spend time with others, getting to worship together. Miss the body and miss the opportunity to be renewed and strengthened through the Holy Spirit in communion with the body of believers at Cherry Hills. And I've wrestled this morning, getting up. Kimberly took the night shift, and I'm on for the shift where she gets some rest. And not being able to get out, being claustrophobic. It's how I feel as an extrovert. I love people. I love being around people. So being confined to just me and the baby, that's a big adjustment for me. I'm 25. I'm a pretty energetic dude. You probably have picked up on that in these episodes. And my passion is people. My passion is new opportunities to meet new people, to grow, to encourage, to build up, to challenge, to get new ideas. I love that. So to have that taken away is difficult. That's a stability in my life. That's a big thing for me, getting to get out. And our nurse that was then a watch on Saturday, Emery, so we could get to the church and be with other people, got sick this week. Things have happened. And I've struggled with negativity, friends. Oh my gosh, this morning and through this afternoon, just a lot of complaining internally. I don't want this life. I don't want to be confined. I don't want to be limited. I don't want to be. What's the word that I used? I can look back at my journal here as I journal about this experience and this struggle. Here it is, word for word. I need new experiences and adventures. I'm wired for this, and when I do not get it, my soul withers, and I get frustrated and longing to get out, adventure. And I wrote something that I think is attainable and pertainable to all of us, and that is social media does not help in this place as I see others adventuring, others having new experiences and vacations. I can't tell you how much I've longed to take a vacation. And the reason behind that is for newness. There's this longing within the human nature for new. And this desire is not bad. It's not evil. Religion condemns desire, condemns what we long for, but that longing, I believe, is instilled by our Creator. Because with Him, all things are always new. There's always new experiences, always new things to learn and discover because He's infinite. We're finite, but He's infinite. There's nothing. One of the favorite things about the character of God, there's always something new to discover about Him, always something new to find out, always a new adventure to have with Him. And I love that. That's hardwired in me. And being confined and limited, restricted is a good word to put on it, and feeling that way as a parent with the responsibility and the demands of raising a child. Man, I feel for you mothers specifically, because I'm sure this is speaking to your hearts. This isn't just a guy thing to adventure and new experiences, new things. This is something real that we each go through. So that's why I wanted to be real with it, shoot this video, and work through it, kind of create conversation, honest dialogue to know that you're not alone, because I know I'm not. And I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for this opportunity. So, in this place of wrestling and feeling just, it's over. 25 and my life is over. It can feel that way, let's be real. That's not the reality, but that's how it can feel. It can feel just like life is being suffocated, that life ends. And a lot of people paint marriage, they paint parenthood in these lenses. And the crazy thing that I just received from Levi Lesko is I will always find what I'm looking for. What I look for, I will find. So if my mentality is, oh, this is rough, this sucks, this is going to be the death of who I am, that's what I'll find. But instead, if I get outside of self and I step back and I say, Jesus, I need your help. Help me to see the bigger picture, because I'm so dialed in on this little minute piece that everything else is eclipsed. Instead, if I look to him and ask for my heart to be opened as I did, because this was hours, friends. This is hours of struggling, hours of wrestling, hours of feeling just depressed, frustrated, and strangled. Just being real. And I cried out. I said this in my journal: Father, you see where I am at and have the cure and what I need in this lonely and isolated place. Parenthood, in its beginnings, I've found can become isolating. It can become a lonely place. And there's a desire for more. And I know I'm speaking specifically to parents, but those who haven't experienced parenthood, these are some of the real struggles that come up. It's tough, but the struggle can result in greater strength. It can result in greater understanding and a bigger perspective, because anytime my perspective gets narrowed and just restricted, I become restricted and I become very discouraged and frustrated. But when I open my mind and I say, Jesus, I'm a mess. I know it. I'm not in a good place. But I need you to come and open my eyes. Meet me in this place. Meet me right where I'm at, because I can't get out of it. I feel like I'm in a hole. That's where I've been. But just like Levi said, and this message has really been refreshing to my soul and helped expand my horizons, expand my stinking thinking, as he put it. And he said, I can change the way I feel by the way I think. So I realized where my battle was. I got real with it and I said, this isn't good and I need some help. And Jesus sent the help I was looking for through this message to help renew my mind. And it reminds me of what Pastor Chip Ingram said all the way back in high school, my freshman year. This resonated with me. Or actually, it was, I think, my junior year of high school. This changed my life. He said, we are the product of our thought lives. That's changed me, friends. To realize that I am what I think. I become what I think. And what I look for, I find. So what I think about a circumstance, I will live. It becomes my experience. And I love how Levi turned this. He said, I'm not preaching positive thinking for the sake of positive thinking. I'm preaching positive thinking in response to God. Because he wired us this way. This is only revealing a way he's wired us. The power of thinking, the power of what I entertain, what I let stay in my heart, my mind, and what I dwell on. Because I will experience exactly that. I will do exactly that. So what I do, what I think about, I become and I do. I put into action what I think. And the power of the mind is essential. And I've been receiving this message for years now. And I've owned it and I've seen it. It's the reality of the power here. So what I think for, I will find. So if you want to dwell on, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, you will do it because you're thinking about it. It's this deception. And that's the misunderstanding that's there. So it's a matter of replacement of complaining with gratitude, of misery with thanksgiving, of just negativity with a bigger perspective. It's not limited and constricted by self and by immediate circumstances. So these are the things I'm working through, friends, as we enter this new year. It's been tough. It's been a journey, and coming home has been a new chapter to the same story, and it's been tough. And if I'm looking for easy, I'm going to get discouraged, because discouragement is inevitable. As Dr. Charles Stanley has said, disappointment is inevitable, but discouragement is a choice. And that's freeing, that's liberating, and that's why it's come into my heart. Discouragement, disappointment is inevitable, but discouragement is a choice. You are free, friend. You don't have to be restricted by what's going on, but what you think is what limits you, and what will restrict you, what will confine you. So join me and let's make a difference. Let's not let our thoughts dominate us, but let's learn to take every thought captive, as Paul wrote, for the obedience of Christ. Thinking about what's pure, what's lovely, what's admirable, what's of good reproach. To think and to dwell on things that lead to a life of impact, transformation, and strength. With that, this concludes another Emory episode and Mercy Moment. May your new year be filled with joy and with thinking that leads to a wonderful life filled with peace, joy, love, and beauty. Let's look for beauty instead of looking for negativity, discouragement, pain, frustration. Let's take a different lens, and let's learn to think differently in 2019, friends.